Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Southern Romantics New Consultant Training Webinar. This is call number 6. We're going to be talking about making money, building inventory, and money management. So if you got into pure romance to make some money, this is the call for you. Woo! We've got Cindy and Jessica Horton joining us this evening, so welcome, ladies. I'm so thankful that you're here. Thanks for hanging out with us on your holiday weekend. I know you guys have been busy feeding families and hanging out with people, but commitment to the process, whoop, whoop, not the outcome. That's what it's all about. So really quick, we're going to talk to Cindy about her homework from last week. We asked our girls last week to set up a small business checking account, share pics of their savings bottle on the Facebook page, which she did, and complete the 12-month business plan on the COO. So Cindy, do you want to share a little bit about your homework process and how you did on all of those?
Sure. Well, I already had my checking account set up. I did that when I first bought my kit, so that was done. And actually today I designed my bottle. I kind of put just inspiring things on there or things that kind of made me happy. And I still haven't quite decided what I'm saving up for. I haven't decided that one yet. I did my business plan. I think right now I only put my income for about $250 a month. Starting out just kind of simple. I don't want to do too many parties yet. Just kind of put my foot in the door. And what else was there?
That was it. Checking account, savings bottle, and business plan. And then, because last week you shared with us the vendor events you had found, you didn't do your monthly income goal sheet. So did you do it? Yay! Congratulations.
Thanks.
We talked a little bit about the social media pages that you were going to use to help market your business. And I know you took full advantage of that this weekend with a Pink Friday sale to take advantage of all those Thanksgiving shoppers. So congrats on that.
Thank you.
On getting another party booked. That's awesome. Yay!
Yeah.
Awesome. Homework's amazing. All right. I'm going to put these lovely ladies on mute. They know it's not personal, but we're going to go ahead and mute them so we can focus on talking about the topics at hand today. And then if we have time, we will unmute them and open it up for questions and answers. So today we are going to be talking about money, which is always a good thing because a lot of us get into this job to make some money. So the first thing that we're going to do is show you quickly how to place an order on the COO in bulk. So even if, like you guys have been in the business for a hot minute, you've already placed orders, we're just gonna run through real quick. So if you're a newer consultant, you can actually see how to do that. So I'm going to open up my screen real quick so you guys can see our COO homepage. Okay, so when you log into the COO, you're going to get this beautiful page. It's going to have lots of updates down here. Sales, like there's a sale going on today, which is awesome. And updates and all that kind of fun stuff. Now, to place your order, you can either click under orders here, or you can just go right across the top to where it says place order. Now, what's amazing is that you've got different options to look at it. So if you want to look at it category by category, or if you want to look at it through the catalog, this is all kind of alphabetical for you to be able to find your goodies. I prefer looking at the item list because the way I keep my inventory tracked is in a spreadsheet that's divided by category. So I'll pull this down and look at the bath products and be able to place my bulk order. Now, something that we'll talk about working smarter, not harder, is a tip that I always tell my girls. If you've already sold 3 of something that come in a 6-pack, that's when you just go ahead and you buy the 6-pack. So literally you are going to see the product identification number, and then if it has a -06 next to it, you know that that's a 6-pack. So it's going to be a little bit more money out of the gate, but if you've already sold 3, you know you're going to sell the other 3, and you can buy the 6-pack at a discount. So that's how you're going to place your order. So we'll just go ahead and say that I need a 6-pack of Coochie Love Story, and let's just say I need 1 splash Truly Sexy. Then you're just going to hit add to bag. Woohoo! 2 items have been added to your cart. So then we can click on View Bag. Now again, another thing I'd recommend is wait till you have at least $300 worth of inventory that you actually need to order, and that's retail value, before you place your order, or else it might seem like you're getting kind of eaten alive in your shipping cost, which isn't true if you are charging your $6 shipping and you're waiting and placing a true bulk order. If you're just trying to order one thing at a time or order after every party, just wait and kind of chunk those together and set yourself on a schedule. But we'll talk all about that. So you can see these are all the fun things that I've already got in my shopping bag. So there's that Coochie Love Story and the Splash Truly Sexy if I just needed one of those. And then these are some of the items that we had on sale. So I always try to throw a couple extra sale items in to help bump up my retail numbers, but also because I can get them for really cheap right now. If I sell them again full price, I'm going to make a higher profit. Whoop, whoop. And higher profit is what it's all about. Business supplies, which are added down here, don't count towards your inventory numbers. So just make sure you're working on that, or you have that in the back of your mind when you're placing your orders, that it will be a little bit more than the retail because you're paying full price on these business supplies. So then you can always check this. If there's a daily sale down here at the bottom, always check this. So if your retail order right now, it says I'm $13.16 away from, or no, I'm only $10.84 away from earning the next level up. If I had a lot more to order, then heck yeah, I'd try to get the max amount of this sale. But if it's like this far off, I'm not going to spend all that money just to get the sale. But if you're maybe less than $100 off in retail from whatever the next step up in the sale is, that's something that you're going to want to make sure that you are paying attention to so you take full advantage of the sale. Also, before you place your order, check up here for your month-to-date sales. So you can see that I'm literally 70 cents shy of hitting $7.80, which would be $200 shy of my next benchmark for free product. So if I'm feeling a little frisky tonight and I want to place a retail order for $200, that's going to give me an extra $50 in free product, but then you have to weigh, is spending, you know, $100 to get 50 products or $50 in free product worth it, since I'm at that 50% discount? And that's where you just kind of have to see where you're at, because every $1,000 you spend in retail, you get $50 in free product at the end of the month. So that's something to also keep in mind. There's all these numbers that you can juggle, and it's really like frustrating if you notice that you're maybe a hot heart shy of that next free product benchmark and you just kick yourself. All right, so when you're done, you checked out your items that you need. You just double check your address that you want it shipped to, and then the shipping methods. And this is not my current address, so don't y'all be mailing stuff to me at this address. You can pick your shipping. Always go standard. If it's a rush, you can pay for second day delivery, but that's just going to eat you alive because that's almost double the amount of just standard ground shipping. Now for us in South Carolina, it usually takes us 3 business days. So I typically place an order on Sunday night and I have it delivered to me by Wednesday. I can wait till Wednesday. If you need it by Tuesday, because you're literally paying for it to get here 1 day earlier, hell yeah, if you can depart with $70 more, go for it. But I can't because I'm cheap. So then you just click the next button all the way through. This is what I love. This is the easiest way that you guys can donate to the Patty Brisbane Foundation for Women's Sexual Health. Just rounding up your order to the next full dollar amount. And then of course they'll send you a statement at the end of the year with that you can claim on your taxes. But the PBF, you can click this link to get more information. Does so much good work, and it's just a great, easy way for you to contribute to them on a regular basis. And a little bit adds up. So you can see over here on the right-hand side where I'm getting a sweet discount, and that's based, I think, on that 10% I qualified for. So again, that's 10% of my subtotal. So it's not 10%, it's an additional 10% off of my already 50%. So honestly, it's only about 5%, but it still adds up. That means I'm shopping at 55% discount, and I'll take it. Okay, so then we click next. If I had credits on file from online orders, I could apply those here. That's when I'm gonna put in my credit card information. If I wanted to make sure it was the same shipping address, great. And then again, all the way down, you add the payment information, and then you'd click a button that says next, and then you'd follow through with a button that said submit. I'm not going to do that now because I'm not ready to place this order, but I will probably be doing that either later tonight or tomorrow. So I'm going to quit sharing that screen, but that is, in short, how you place a bulk order on the COO for any of you new kids out there. I have a great document that I'm going to show you guys, but I'm also going to post the link to it on our event page for this, so you guys will get all the links to this. This is a sheet called Building and Organizing Your Inventory. And again, it's about working smarter, not harder. We do not need to be working our booties off for this job. This job works for us. So let me see if I can get this up to share the screen with you guys. You guys know it takes me like 27 hours to get these screens. Building and organizing inventory. This is what I get for having 17,000 screens up. Okay, so let's make this big for you to see. Sorry for that Dropbox logo. That's gonna probably be in the middle of everything. Oh, here we go, hide. Hide, go away. Okay, so let me turn off the paragraph thing. I know that annoys you guys, but I'm kind of crazy when it comes to that stuff. So benefits of carrying a healthy inventory, reinvesting inventory to make sure that you've got a healthy level of inventory. And again, stocking what you sell most often, stocking your liquid line. This is the order that I would recommend stocking your inventory with, just because these are some of your best sellers. So you're gonna always show what you sell, so keep that in mind. If you show Pure Pleasure over Simply Silk, then just make sure you're stocking up on that instead, or switch it around. And then the toys that you want to begin stocking first. Again, here we got that 6-pack again. So if you're already going to have 3 of them pre-sold, go ahead and stock up on the 6-pack. And then maybe for the next couple parties, you're going to show Love Story because you have 3 of them in stock. Or you're going to tell them, oh, I've got Love Story in stock. Do you want that fragrance? And if you're nodding, they're going to be like, yeah, I want that. Because most people want what you've got that evening. Some of them will wait, which is awesome. So we say 2 to 3 parties per week is about $2,000 worth of inventory, or 2 to 3 parties a month is about $2,000 worth of inventory. So enough to make sure that you can cover most of your customers' orders. Of course, some people you're still going to have to place an order to replenish, and some people are still going to order things that they see in the catalog that you might not have there, but you can't always assume that you know exactly what people are going to sell. You can try to offer what you have in stock, but that's totally up to you. How to organize your inventory. You can find so much information on a couple different Facebook pages, but also on the community thread on the Pure Romance COO of how you want to organize your inventory. If you've hung around with me long enough, then you see I'm a big fan of my storage drawers that hang out in the back of my car. A lot of people love the 31 totes or Fat Maxes or rolling toolboxes. Some people just keep all their stuff in suitcases that roll, which I think is really kind of smart. But just making sure you know where your inventory is and where your products are in each bag. So that will help make filling your orders go very quickly. How to store your inventory in demos. If you've got kids in the house, make sure it's somewhere that's locked up. We don't want our kids getting into all of our shenanigans and getting, a little bit more education than you're ready to give them at a young age. I keep all my demo toys in a gun case, but it's got room for a lock. So even though right now I don't keep it locked because there's no kids in my house, as soon as I have a kid, I can go ahead and get a little quick padlock to throw in there to make sure that that is safe from prying and curious eyes. Same with husbands. In case they think that, oh, this is lying about, that might be a demo item. You don't want him sneaking that away and demoing it for you, and then you're like, oh crap, that's no good. I recommend gun cases to a lot of my customers as well when they're like, how do I store this? Some people have the little tiny gun cases or the gun safes that slide under their bed. That's just a little keypad. That works great. But a little simple gun case like that with a padlock is great if you've got small children in your house. Again, you can organize your product however you see fit. This is a 5-page document all about building your inventory. So I will let you guys kind of read that on your own. But the next page, let me make sure I covered all of that. So the benefits to carrying an inventory is to increase at your party sales, increasing attendance. More people will come if they know that they will be able to shop and get that night. People will want to book parties with you if they know that you've got your stuff with you that night. They'll be like, oh, you carry inventory? I've actually heard a lot of people say this, and I didn't carry inventory for about 2.5 years because I had to pay off my bills, y'all. But I have had a lot of people since then. They're like, oh yeah, I went to this party, but I really didn't like having to wait. I get it. But you also have to be in business for yourself and make sure you're paying your bills first. So be open and clear with your hostess. Sometimes you just want to let them know, I'm not carrying inventory this month, or I'm carrying a ton of inventory this month. Just kind of let them know so their friends can expect. Woo! They know what to expect. Carrying inventory eliminates back orders, which is good. That saves us money. That saves on postage. That means that you can just bank the $6 shipping, even though that's more of a convenience fee to cover the shipping that we pay to have these items delivered to us. That $6 we collect from our customers should also cover shipping any back orders to them. Eliminating mistakes. That's always good. Eliminating complaints, especially if customers don't quite understand. We've got at corporate, we say it's a 10 business day rule. You can say 2 weeks, but then people will count 2 exact weeks. I always like to say 10 business days. So I know that I do an order every other Sunday. So if my order gets to me on Wednesday, if I have a party that Wednesday night and they ordered something that didn't come in that week's order, then I won't get it for another Wednesday. So that's 5 days. That gives me 1 extra day. That gives me till the following Thursday, so 2 weeks, to make sure I get them their order. And just being clear with them at the party, if you have a back order, it should arrive within 10 business days. And then if you end up being quicker than that, they think it's a miracle, which is always a good thing. And carrying inventory also helps with some of those impulse buyers. When you just throw a bag or a little box of Tic Tacs in the grocery store checkout, you just go ahead and throw that on the belt. It's going to be the same type of thing. If you've got it and it's on their list, they might go ahead and grab it that night because it's already there. Tips for smart ordering and maximizing profit is what we're going to chat about next. So let me get that open and on and popping for you guys so we can take a look at that document. And again, working smarter, not harder is definitely the name of the game when it comes to Pure Romance, because a lot of us have other jobs or families we need to take care of. So smart ordering when you're placing your big bulk orders is a huge deal. So this is another document I will share with you guys. This links over to a video, I believe, Heather's 60/40 split. If it doesn't, I will make sure it does. I probably can't click over to it now because I'm sharing a screen. But how to build your inventory to about $2,000, which is 2 to 3 parties worth. Stock deep before wide. So build, don't just get like a one-off of everything. Get 2 or 3 of everything that you're going to sell, because chances are you're not going to sell just 1 bottle of Coochie at that party. You're going to probably sell 2 or 3 if you're doing your job right. Remember that you will sell what you show. Stock big heavy products before your small white one or your small light ones. But I've been drinking already. I've been drinking nonstop since Thursday, let's be honest. Okay, so I think Jessica feels me on that. Girl, I know you've had a weekend with all those babies in your house. All right, so stocking big and heavy items before your smaller items. So lubricant before like a Virgin. And then stock your higher priced toys before your cheaper or your more expensive toys. So I'm going to definitely hit that mid-range. I'm going to definitely stock the head turner before I throw the executive, like 6 of the executive into my demo or into my inventory. Don't sell the low, or don't show the low-end toys. People will be able to figure out how those work just by looking at the catalog or looking online. You want to make sure you're giving them a great experience. If they want to settle for the smallest priced item, that's totally up to them. But just, that they're going to get a better quality and a better experience with one of those mid to higher range toys. So that's what you're going to want to show them at the party. Again, limiting your frequency. I'm not going to read this whole entire thing because this is just a big fat 2-page bullet point of how to be awesome. Your shipping chart is available on the COO. So if you're like, oh, why is shipping? Blah, you can check up on that. Why don't they know I'm on a conference call right now? Why do they gotta be calling me? Okay, boom. Minimum shipping charge is $19 for up to $50 retail order total. So no matter what, if you're only buying $50 worth of stuff, you're paying almost $20 in shipping. So automatically that order is now $70 plus tax. It's getting closer. You could round up to $100 almost. It's getting close to that $75, $80 mark. So that's why we want to buy in bulk. Utilize local consultants to trade. So if you're just brand spanking new starting out, yay, we love you. We want you to build inventory. But if you buy a 6-pack of Coochie Love Story and Cindy buys a 6-pack of Coochie Original, why don't you trade her 3 for 3? So you're going to build variety, but you're not going to be having to buy 6 packs of every single scent or flavor of an item. So that's something that we really encourage at our team meetings for you guys to kind of trade with one another. And even if you've just got a one-off toy, so say I have a customer order a Rendezvous and I don't have one in stock and I'm not going to be placing an order for 2 weeks. If I have something that's worth the same amount, then I'm going to post on our Facebook page, does anyone have a Rendezvous that they can trade me for? I have this, you know, to kind of sweeten the pot. So that's a great way to kind of work with your sisters to help build your inventory or to help cover your butt in an emergency. Daily sales are awesome. So you saw today we go up to 15% off. So that's like buying with, I guess if you're at 40, that's probably buying closer to a 50% discount, which is pretty sweet. I love it when they give you free product. Those are my favorite sales. I've gotten so many free vibrators that way. Then I can sell for full price or give away as hostess gifts. And that's just money straight into my pocket. And then of course we have our $19 shipping days, which are amazing. If you can get in on one of those, that's what's up. So there's more information. Selling what you have in stock, offer packages of what you have in stock, especially as we're getting closer to the holidays. And with Valentine's Day coming up in February, if you get Hot Hearts and Serenities in 6-pack, boom, sell them as a package, knock like $2 off, you're still gonna be making tons of money. I love this one. Never discount a single item. Instead, offer free product with purchase or a discount on multiple items. So definitely when you're starting out in the business, a lot of us make the mistake of giving away the whole entire farm. So experience shopping and giving a discount off of a set or a package versus giving a discount off of just a one-off item. Super smart. Or else people will never expect to pay full price for anything. So we want to make sure it's still that boutique experience. Always charge that $6 shipping. Make sure you're calculating tax correctly, and we can definitely practice with ordering forms. We do that at our boot camps too, because you always charge the tax with the retail and then the shipping and then the tax on the full retail and shipping, and then you take your discounts off the very bottom. After the party, you want to make sure that you are keeping track of your expenses and entering the party information into the COO, as well as making your Big Mac calls, which are your morning after calls, and sending or inputting these people into your media center to follow up with in a couple months if they might need a refill. Because eventually they're going to run out of shave cream and they're going to be very sad, and you don't want them going to Target and getting the stuff that burns and itches and gets them all flared up. You want them coming back for yo sweet cooch cream because that's awesome. Okay, now we're going to talk about money management and savings. We're buzzing through this tonight, but I promise this is all good information. You guys will get all these handouts because it's going to be great. All right, let me figure out how to share this with you guys. Money management and savings. Here we go. Saving for a wealthy future. Who wants one of those? Show of hands. I do. I love having a little extra cushion, especially this time of year with like the holidays right around the corner. It's nice to have that little nest egg to be able to spoil your loved ones at Christmas, or hell, spoil yourself because you deserve it. Okay, so managing your business finances is important, all right? This is why I always encourage you guys to set up a small business checking account and not just treat it as a hobby or have everything going into your personal account. You want to keep those areas separate so that if you ever do get audited, we can keep it clear. Making sure you know how much money is coming in and out of your business and how much you're actually earning. You hear it from corporate all the time. The reason that a lot of women get out of the business is they don't know how much they're actually earning. So that's why it's nice on the COO or on the Party Profit app. When you log into your COO app, you can go over here to, where is it? Where is it? Reports? No. Hold on, I'll find it. Maybe parties. There we go. Boom. If you go under parties, you can input this. You can see your party profit in that pink dot. And then you can see last month's profit right at the bottom. So that way you can see how much money you are actually making at your parties. My phone is just blowing up tonight, y'all. They don't want to be part of this conference call. They got to be on Zoom. Okay, so I'm a huge fan of consistency. You guys know this. There's two different ways that we recommend that you paying yourself on a regular basis. You can always pay yourself a percentage of your profits. So if you say do 3 parties this week and 2 parties next week, then you're going to pay yourself that same percentage. So 10% of whatever your earnings are. That means that your income is going to go like this and it's not going to be steady. Or you can pay yourself a set amount per party. That's what I usually end up doing, is because, again, I love consistency. So I know that every week I'm going to draft out X amount of money from my business checking to my personal checking. So that kind of puts the fire under my butt that I have to make at least this much money this week. Holy crap. So if I had a couple cancellations or if my sales were down, then that tells me on Sunday I need to run a sale or call for some outside orders to make sure that money is there to draft out earlier or later on that week. So you can come up with an hourly salary of what you think that you're worth. So if you know that you're booking, if you want to say that you need to be paid at least $400 a week, then how many parties is that going to actually mean that you have to hold? So that's all something that we can go over individually when we come up with yo goodies. But paying yourself consistently is important. Make sure that you're reinvesting some of that money into your business, into your inventory. Remember, again, business expenses are going to come out of that money too. So office supplies, ink, printer paper, if you got to pay for a training, all that's going to come out of your business expense account. And that way you just book a couple parties to help pay for that too. Here's the important thing when it comes to setting up separate bank accounts. On their inventory, Yep. This is 3 pages of being awesome. Okay, and then this is where we talk about savings account. So that's kind of what I did. I think I set up my business checking account in May, and then in December of the same year, I set up, we got 10 minutes. I set up my savings account. So that was something that I wanted to do for me to be able to pay for bigger things like trainings or the vendor events that cost a little bit more money on the front end. So I set aside X amount of money per week. And then one of the things that I promised myself is that when I started getting an override, I would have it automatically deposited into my savings account. So that's truly my nest egg. So if I had a slower week because it was the holidays or I had a lot of party cancellations, I know there's money in my business savings that can cover my butt if need be. But I kind of keep that there for those just you never know moments. Those are also going to help me pay for like my hotel and my flight if I got to fly somewhere for a training. So setting up a savings account after you've been in for a couple months and you kind of get a better feel of what your Monday through Friday expenses are going to be, but then also what your bigger expenses for the rest of the year are going to be. That's something that I would recommend. So we're doing those wine bottle savings, which is that's fantastic. But having that money in a special savings account that you can pull out when you need to, also great. So these are just little ways. I know, Cindy, you were like, I don't quite know what I'm saving for, but these are different ways to save. So 10% of your weekly party profit. So if you're earning 40%, then 10% of your 40%, whatever that number might be, $50 from every party. Right now, what I'm doing with my bottles, I'm literally putting in $20 a week. So it's not building fast, but it's building steady because I can say goodbye to a $20 bill and stick it in there and I won't miss it. Okay. Boom. Guess what? I have one more handout that's got a lot of words on it. So get exciting. So this is our income potential with Pure Romance. Hold on, I gotta open it up. Income potential. And who did I get this from? I can't remember who I got this from, but I'm really glad I did because it kind of just shows you what you can make at different levels. And I think for especially newer consultants, this is a great way for you to kind of see where you want to go and help you set a goal of where you want to go. So where do you want your business to go? If you are currently, which a lot of my team is, an advanced consultant with a buying discount of 40%, what? So if you're doing 8 parties a month, that's about 2 a week with the average sales at $600, which is great. That means that you are doing $4,800 in retail sales and your profit is $1,920. Your free product every month, because you did that $4,000, that's $50 for every $1,000 in sales, is $200. So your income is $21.20. Now, if you gave yourself a raise by building your team, you became a senior consultant with a 50% discount, which is awesome. Again, with that same 8 parties, now you're making $2,400. So that automatically gave you like a $500 raise. You still get the $200 in free product, but now you get an override check off your first line. And if they're doing the same thing you are, those 3 girls in your first line, that's an extra $360. So now you get also the lifestyle bonus, and your total income for that month is $360. So that's over $1,000 more in your pocket. Give me like a little thumbs up if you could handle an extra $1,000 in your pocket. Hell yeah. Okay. Now, if you were like, oh, hell yeah, we're taking this on like Donkey Kong, and you want to move up to a director. So again, you're still at that 50%, but you've got a bigger team, which is great. You're still doing those 8 parties a month, so it's not taking any extra time out of your schedule. But now you're again making that 24 free product. Boom, you get a bigger override check, you get a bigger lifestyle bonus, and now it's almost $2,000 more than if you were just your advanced consultant level. Can you guys use $2,000 more every single month? Right? And then advanced director, boom, $6,000 a month. So that just completely killed it. Look at that override check at 4%. That's crazy. Love it. I want that. I want that in my life. All right. And then if you're super balls to the wall, let's bump it up to senior director, where you're getting almost $9,000 a month. Now, if you definitely are just like, I'm running this town, look at that. What the heck? $20,000 a month in income. I love that someone took the time to figure out all the math to lay this out, because it's so much easier for everyone to see. If you want to go even crazier, we can look down at executive director. And again, that's almost $20,000 as well. So that's going to take you a whole lot of people in your first and second downlines, and you will get paid an override off of up to 4 generations on that. So again, I'll have this available for you guys so you can share it with your potential new team members. But I just love that. So if even that's something that you print out and you circle the level you want to be at in 3 months, just so you can see what that income is going to look like. The speed of the leader is the speed of the team. So making sure that you are modeling for your new team members what you want for yourself and what you expect of them. That's something that I always try to do for you guys, and I'm definitely still learning how, because I know that that's what you guys are going to see, and hopefully that's what you're going to be wanting to do. Whew, okay, with 4 minutes and 26.5 seconds to go, we've got a little bit of homework to talk about for next week, and then we can open it up for Q&A real quick. So if you are still within your first 60 days of business, which I don't know if you guys are, I know Jessica's not, but Cindy, I think you're coming up close unless it just passed. But I want you to think about, and what I want you to encourage your team members or Pure Romance Sisters to think about, is how and when are you going to qualify for the inventory credit program? If you haven't qualified for that already, when are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? Do you know what it takes to do that? I want you to figure that out and report back. And if you're just watching this because you couldn't join us on the call tonight, I'm expecting to hear from you too. If you don't know about the inventory credit program and you are within your first 60 days of business, you better get on it because it's awesome. And I want you to prepare and share 4 examples of planting seeds at your parties for booking and recruits. So if you don't know what planting seeds at your party is, you can check that out on the COO. But that is going to lead into what we're going to be talking about next week, which is team building. So if you're interested in growing a team, definitely make sure that you are tuning in next week. Bless you, Cindy, so that so that you can better spread the word, because little birdie said that the Founders Day sale is coming back in December, and I don't know what the number on that's going to be, but it just means the kids are going to be on sale. So if you have those fence sitters, you definitely want to try to get them to take advantage of it when they've got that extra holiday money lying around in their pockets. So with that, I'm going to unmute you guys with the 2 minutes we've got left, open it up for questions. Just remember, it will automatically shut us down. So let's ask these questions quick, and I'll try to answer them even quicker. So let me unmute you. Awesome. And what questions do y'all have about money?
I don't think it's about questions about go to bed. I don't think it's questions about money as much as it is the stock and knowing what, like I'm learning because I've been in business for a while, what I should have in stock and what I shouldn't. And I find that more liquids, less bedroom. Because I'm not doing so well with keeping those on me. It's like holding them in. It's happening, and I only carry what I show. I don't carry extra of things. So I'm struggling with that.
That's okay. And I know on the COO, you can pull a report under orders and then my reports or something like that. You can pull a report off of everything that you've ever purchased from corporate, and you can set the time limits. So that's what I do every year before convention, so I can see what I want to stock up on when I can go shop the warehouse. So I look and I see what I've sold the most of, and that's great even just as building an inventory. So if you know that you sell more head turners than blind dates, hey Baba, you can go ahead and pull those up and see how many of those you want to stock up on.
She said, hey, you're taking up time. Go. Well, but my thing is I'm just holding on to it, and then they're revamping it. So, I mean, I have stuff which luckily I'm going to be able to use in my December parties for like the swap, the $20 swap kind of thing. But so I'm going to be able to get rid of it, but it's what you keep before they revamp it or take it away. You know, where as much as when you do a scent, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I got you. And I know where it's going to cut off soon. So we can open as soon as it gets back. So I'm just warning you. It cuts off, we'll open this back up and we'll not record that one.
So is there a percentage maybe of what you spend in bedroom compared to liquids for your stock? Hey, I am on business. You need to stop. That's okay. Hello. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay, hon. All right.
Hello. Did you get what I said? Sorry.
Yes, and we're gonna end this and then I'll bring it right back up, okay? So just log back in using the link you did.
Okay.
Log into this the first time.